Hello, Toddbog here with Breaking the Stream, and welcome to a new Let's Play of Conquest of Elysium 5. The last playthrough we did was the Enchanter, and we had a pretty good run. Definitely check out the series if you're interested in seeing how the Enchanter runs. It was definitely filled with some very large battles that went both ways, so you get to see a little of what makes them tick and a little of what can be their bane. So I had a blast playing through it, but now we're going to play something different. So there was a request for the Hoburgers. But at this time, because we've been doing a lot of summoning classes in a row, I kind of wanted to break it up. So we're going to do the Hoburgers next. So the Burgmeister will be the next play we do after this one here. I wanted to do something that was just a little quicker paced. So we're going to go ahead and do our new game here. As always, it's going to be played to completion, and it will be beginner friendly. So we'll explain the engine as we go. But was thinking about it, trying to think it through who I haven't done, and would be fun to do, and I figure we'll do the voice of El. It's a pretty straightforward class. You basically are religious leaders of the world who worship El, your god, and it's kind of structured like the Catholic Church. One of the big things you do is you try to break seals. There's 7 of them, and if you break all 7, the apocalypse will come, but you probably don't want that to happen. Until then, though, you start getting blessings from your god, including free troops and things like that. So definitely useful to work through and break some seals, get things going. You'll also see the Horsemen of the Apocalypse arrive as a certain number of seals are broken, starting with the Plague Horsemen. So yeah, should be fun. So priests collect relics, convert settlements to give them a third of their income to the church. So that's going to be big. Relics can be used to break seals and receive help from El. Higher level priests enable recruitment of sacred soldiers. Sacred troops have bless effects, and cardinals can start crusades and call the Inquisition. So we want to get to cardinal as soon as possible. So we'll do our 7 players total, 6 AI with unique random. So let's jump in. If I could type. There, no, almost. There we go. So we're going to have a bunch of leaders. So if you're interested in being in the game, please let me know. Just let me know what name you'd like, and I can rename any of our soldiers that we get to take advantage. So, all right. So we got some interesting things already. Okay. So we start with this. If you hit I on a square, it'll give you the information. So we get 2 gold and 2 relic from our starting spot. It's a citadel, so if we lose our last leader, or if we lose our last citadel, we lose. And it's a temple, so it allows us to get better recruit options for some of our characters. Unit-wise, we start with the Spearman, which is your basic unit. You're looking at 3 items, really, when you first start out. Hit points, armor, and spear. And then just look for special things here. So, I guess technically 4 things. Damage is exactly what it is. Hit points is how much you can take, and then armor reduces damage by a set amount. So right now this basic Spearman does 1 to 4 damage and has no armor. However, it does have a shield, so it has a 50% chance to block 1 damage, or it can block up to 2 damage against ranged weapons. So that's our basic troop. We have an upgraded version in the Halberdier. It starts with 1 base armor, so it always blocks 1 damage. No shield, though, but it does 1 to 8 damage, so it does twice the damage. Otherwise, same hit points, so pretty good. And then bowmen, archers, have no armor, 5 hit points, and then they get 1 to 3 damage on a bow at a range of 5, so that's going to be very useful for us. If you're using a short sword, it's generally a bad day for you. But then we got our 2 bishops. We got Saving Grace and Blessing. So Saving Grace is a twist fate, blessing. Allows you to get the bless effect on non-blessed troops, so kind of neat. And we got Divine Utterings, Greater Banishment, Healing Words, and Conversion. So this is a charm that affects only humans and Hoburgers. Single target spell, though. I wish we got the larger one, but that's fine. Divine Utterings, a big banish. Greater Banishment is a banish. Burst 9 versus 3 strikes. This is easier to resist, but we're going to go with Healing Words instead. Okay. So that's our forces. Recruit-wise, besides that, you can get Swordsmen. They start casting Iron when you look at the higher quality versions of troops, which is why you don't get them as often until you get your income going. So Swordsmen are 1 armor and a shield and they do 1 to 6 damage. So they're just better in every way over Spearman, but you do require that iron. The Pikeneers are interesting. They do less damage than a Swordsman, but they have 1 armor, no shield. However, they can attack from a second rank, so your Pikeneer can attack from behind other melee troops and still do their damage, so that really improves their versatility. We looked at Halberdiers, and then Temple Guard are just an improved version of Halberdiers, only because they get the Blessing, which right now is just +1 morale, but we'll get better with our abilities. And then they cost an additional relic beyond the 5. So if you have the relics to spare, you're always going to get Temple Guard over Halberdier just because it's worth it. And then Catapult we'll talk about later, but an Assassin is available. They're pretty good. They're also very expensive, but they attack enemies in the back rank, so they have a chance of, if you hit here, they will attack one of these guys if they were to attack me, which could possibly kill them outright. Otherwise, it's usually pretty hard to kill a well-protected archer. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and send my lord out to take out more things. So we should do fairly well there. We'll take some damage and maybe some casualties. But you, on the other hand, are going to use our special powers to convert settlements. And now it has a little cross there, so it'll tithe. So even if I lose control of it, the enemy takes it, I will still have some gold coming into our world, or our coffers eventually. So, and I'll show you what that means when it comes to it. So we can convert settlements. Break the first seal costs you 50, so once we get to 50, that's the first thing we need to do. Increase divine favor determines how likely you'll get help from L after one of the seals is broken, so we're going to have to break seals before we do this. And then bolster devotion is how you improve that bless effect. And then ceremony of mastery is what we need. This is where we become a cardinal and eventually a pontiff. And the pontiff, there can only be one, so just like popes. All right, so we got our gold. I'm going to go ahead and set our trade to buy iron so that if we get some trade somewhere, we'll do that. And we'll end our turn. Not in a great spot right now, but we'll hopefully get better. Go ahead and view the battle just to show it off. Everybody moves. Everybody then attacks if they can. Oof, that was a huge hit. So you might be wondering why they did 5 damage. And when you roll max on your damage, so if you roll 3, you actually explode, so you get to actually roll a second damage die, subtracting 1 from that roll. So if you roll the 3, and in this case they rolled another 3, they could actually roll again, and so what happened is they rolled a 3, that's 3 damage. They rolled another 3, subtract 1, so it's 5 damage, and then they probably rolled a 1, subtract 1 is 0, so it ends the roll there. So that's how you can get some big numbers. It's rare, but as you can see, it happens. And luckily we converted a couple archers, so we took care of that. So the reason you want battle reports is you can then look here. So we lost 2 halberdiers and 2 spearmen. That was rough, but we did gain 2 archers, so now we're at 4 archers. So as you can see, our forces have changed a little bit. The archers are going to be more versatile early on because they can take things out before they become a thing. So we've got some other fights here, so we'll go ahead and work through that. You converted that. You can go ahead and convert that settlement. And you'll do the same to the farm at this point. Alright, autumn's here. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. Stonehenge. Sweet. I forget what that does specifically, but okay. Well, either way, we're going to go here to scout. We've got ourselves a broken portal. And we got a town with crossbowmen, so we won't be doing anything with that yet, but this will be a nice fight. And convert that settlement. And we already have King's troops coming out, huh? Just do that. Alright, so we'll view this battle here. Oh, we missed on the conversion. Oh well. Alright, so we got to come back and we'll kill the King's troops here. So they're a slightly different color. You see these are gray and these are lightish gray, like a bluish gray. So that means that they're the King's troops. They're actually part of technically a faction, and that faction will go out and fight. If they control towers like they do near our home, they will actually send out troops like these that they generated. Oh, beautiful. That was great. So yeah, so these are pretty cool. So these guys are the same as our halberdiers, except they do 1 extra damage, and they sweep. Sweep means that if they do enough damage to kill something, the remaining damage will then carry over into the next thing. So yeah, they're just better. 4 strength, 4 morale, 4. Yeah, it's identical otherwise. So, but you can't recruit them normally. That is only recruitable by the what do you call it? By the Baron is the only one that recruits them on a regular basis. So, all right. So you that and that. Why did that one take 2? I wonder. Well. Alright, winter's here. So when we're moving around the map, normally it costs you 1 movement. With winter, it costs you an extra, no matter what you step on. Woods cost 2, but now go up to 3. Hills are also 2, and then the other one that you can see are mountains and swamps, which are 3, so they become 4 movement points. Since you only have 3, if you do something that uses more than you have, so if you step on a mountain in the snow, then it will detract from your action points for the next round. So it's something to keep in mind as you make your moves. We're going to come up here. Ooh, Kepis is well defended, but we'll eventually want that. As you can see, it gives us all sorts of wonderful stuff. Yeah, still haven't found any villages, but lots of gold producing, so that's fine. Alright. Definitely feeling bad about that. These guys are going to probably kill me. That sucks. Okay, they didn't. Alright. So levies are good and easy to fight. They actually have the same stat as a spearman, 1 less hit point, but they're immobile, so they can't move. So they just sit and defend. So if we did convert them, we wouldn't get anything really out of them. But okay, the bandit moved away, so you're just chilling because of the frozen sea. You can't move, can you? All right. Did a fairly good job of converting. We'll go ahead and crash into here, and then we overrun them. Beautiful. We do not want to be on a frozen sea when it melts. We're in late winter, so it's possible that that will melt next round. We're going to come here, or we're going to do our first recruit of archers soon. Blue, is that going to be... This is probably going to be a Troll King. Yeah, it is a Troll King. Because these are goblins. Okay. So Goblin Chieftain. These guys are trashed here. So those will be easy for us to defeat with this army here. The only thing they have that's problematic is this guy. He's got 22 hit points, so no armor though, so we'll just do all the damage. But he does 1 to 15 and sweeps, so he can kill a couple of guys in a single blow if he rolls well. But let's go ahead and protect our archers here. And yeah, I think we need to eliminate the gobos before they take all my stuff. I need that stuff. Stuff is how you get more troops. Alright, so we're going to view this battle here. Yeah, didn't take a single casualty. Goblins are trash, so we're going to view this battle again. They do 1 to 2 damage, so when you see that negative, it actually subtracts from the top number or adds to the top number. So that's why this guy does 1 to 15, not 1 to 7 plus 8. So there's always a chance you're going to roll a 1 for damage. There's always a chance you can roll a lot for damage. But that kind of balances out. And they do that because the weapon, the Great Club itself, does 1 to 7 damage. So if you change the weapon, like you can by giving it a magic weapon, it still adds plus 8 to whatever that new weapon is. So kind of an interesting way to do the calculation, but kind of works out. Otherwise, yeah, like I said, the goblins are trashed here. They only do 2 damage. Since we have 1 armor, that generally means that they're not going to be doing a lot of damage at all. So, all right, let us come down here. We're going to want to take over these things here. should be safe to go here and convert it. Now, the reason I'm converting is converted settlements are where you get some of your summons. And so if you don't have them converted, then you're not going to get nearly as much out of it. So, no, we'll take this first. Good. We can kill. And here's these swamps. They do 3 movement as well. So, all right. There's the Troll King. We don't want to be anywhere near the Troll King. So, this year's contribution to L was 26 gold. That was from all the ties. So I get that as a big lump sum. Very useful. Let's go ahead and get ourselves... We don't have any iron yet. So we're going to have to get ourselves some spearmen or some more archers. We're going to get more archers. That's just more useful. Okay. So the Troll King, he's huge. He's powerful. He does 1 to 32 damage. And he sweeps. So if he does excess damage, it'll sweep into another guy. So he can kill 4, 5, 6 guys if they're all adjacent to him. He's got 110 hit points and 3 armor. And he regenerates. So that means he gets 6 hit points a turn, 5% of his total hit points. Excuse me. 6 hit points a turn, roughly. And with 3 armor, he's going to be bouncing a lot of damage that comes at him. Our troops can do some damage, but they won't be able to kill him before he kills them. So we've got some good quality hits because we can get past that 3 armor, unlike a lot of other troops if you're just relying on, say, spearmen. But... yeah, it's definitely not somebody we want to be anywhere near. Also, he is giant-sized, so walls don't mean much to him. He just can walk past the walls because he's tall enough to climb. So yeah, we definitely don't want to be here. We'll go ahead and go here. I got to get rid of these bandits, so let's just do that now. Before they go in and do something weird. Yeah, he's going to take my stuff. Because he can. Alright, so we're going to view this battle here. It's a lot of bandits. They all have bows. So that's a problem. So we lost 2 spearmen. We did gain a slinger, though, so that's good. What happened at the end? So we can heal. That's healing words. But can't heal above half of full hit points. So that's not as useful with these smaller guys, but it did heal up some of our guys. So, and that was where the conversion was, and we healed that guy. Okay. I do not like that he's coming down here. I don't know if there's much I can do about it. He should be able to take out that town, which would be great for us. We're going to just... hightail it to the Citadel for now. Yeah, we can leave those behind. Oh, goody. More. Yep, see, he's going to just destroy that town. I wish I could show you that, because it's just so easy for him to take that. Hopefully they fight, whoever Green was. Green was probably a senator, which is not great for us, but, alright, you know what? You guys are going to go together at this point. Yeah. And he's coming over to me, of course. Alright, so I do have to go back. Good. They're doing their thing, their dance there. Alright, so we can do another recruit. Don't have any iron still, so I gotta go with some spearmen just to fluff out the melee line. Oh, is he poisoned? Or not poisoned, diseased. Debilitating wound, lost an eye. Yeah, he's diseased, so he's gonna die. Fantastic. Alright, he's coming back up. They've taken a lot of our gold making stuff. I need to really kill him. And with the troops we have, we probably can, right? No, we can't. He's just that good. when you play as him, it's a lot of fun. He's just taking all our stuff. He's just a bastard. And he's not slowed by like the snow and stuff like that. So, all right, let's just take that. Lothering, you're gonna do the same. See if he takes the tower. He will. All right. This is rough. Spring is here. All right, he decided not to move. He might do some recruiting there. Can't take that, so we gotta chill. All right, that's a warlock. I want to take out this tower while there's just an ogre there, but I can't because he is in range to attack. Troll King just... Okay, the druid got eliminated by independence. Okay. So at this point, I have to assume that he's not here anymore. He did get 15 gobos, but they're all melee. So we should be okay. At this point, might as well take everybody along, because if the Troll King comes back, we're not going to win either way. The tower will let us survive, though. Alright. We got 46 gold. Very nice. Alright. So we destroyed them. Good. Alright. Got a lot of archers that won't do a lot of damage to them. That's the problem. If we had better spell casting, that would be something, but we don't. Twist Fate doesn't really matter here. So we're just going to take that and come back. I need iron. I can't get iron, though. Until I get some trade, anyways. Oh, is the Warlock now going to be annoying? Okay, Warlock's got himself air elementals. So these guys do lightning. That's pretty bad. These guys have just high armor. Not so bad, but they do attack in the cone of 3. And can stun. The stun is the nasty part there. Trying to think what we can do at this point. I'm going to just defend the thing that gives us gold. And he's just going to take everything. Why aren't they fighting? They need to fight. Okay. I'm just going to take that. He hired heavy infantry? Really? Oh, boy. Yeah, we can't take heavy infantry. So heavy infantry are 8 hit points, so more hit points, 2 armor, but they also have a large shield. They can block 0 to 2 or 0 to 4 against range, so really good. I can take them, but not with the elementals on there as well. So, so with just the heavy infantry, though, we will definitely crush into them. Because I can convert some of them and have a good defender. Alright, we're just going to hit stats. So we converted 3 of the heavy infantry. Beautiful. So we'll watch it. That's what I thought we would do. Nice. With the heavy infantry, do I want to risk it? I really need to get rid of him. He's up to 12 now. More air elementals. Alright, we're going to risk it. We're going to so badly lose. We win! And we eliminated the Troll King. That's what we had to do. The Warlock killed himself. Amazing. Alright, so let's view this battle. So, predict I lose about 10 guys. So he is recovering 6 hit points a turn. So there's one guy. 2 guys. 3 guys. 4 guys. 5 guys. Alright. We actually only lost 6 guys, so not bad. Only 1 heavy infantry died, 4 halberdiers though, and a spearman. So the heavy infantry are great, except you see how I only have 2 lit up. Heavy infantry are slow. So what that means is that they only give you 2 action points and they slow down your army. So I am going to move them here. Transfer, you hit S for slow, and they can leave them there to defend. And Lothering, you're going to move that way. You guys, is it early winter? Early winter. We're going to take this, and we're just going to recontrol the area now that our 2 opponents both died in the same turn. One by me and one by who knows what. Alright, so Lothering, you did yours. We're going to come down here and take this town for sure, so. Beautiful. Now we have trade. So trade will get us iron. Iron will get us better quality troops. Life is much better now. Trying to hold off on the recruiting if I can. Let's see. So we'll just take these 2. Because I do have a sufficient force right now that I'm not worried about what I'll run against at this time. You need to probably get your button gear to capture the stuff up north. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and convert this settlement. Oh, let's break the first seal. I'm an idiot. Yeah, break the first seal. And then, yeah, let's convert the settlement. Just because that will be useful for the broken seal now. We'll see what that does. We'll come up here, take this. See, there we go. Religious fervor has caused 12 flagellants to appear in your converted settlements in order to spread the word. So I've got 3 here, 2 here, 1 and 3 here. And they only show up in settlements you have converted, so that's why it's very important to get them converted over if possible. Which reminds me I can do the same to the town, so I will. And let's go ahead and convert this one. Alright, we got another 44 gold out of that, so we're really close now to becoming a cardinal, and you'll see what that does for us. So let's see, this is going to take 7 action points. Alright, that's worth it though. Okay, that's a big block of empty. 10 spearmen for 100. So now that we own a town, we can get special recruits, mercenaries, if you will. So if you hit recruit, you can see that we have 1 town, and so we get offers like this. So in this case, it's 10 spearmen for 100 gold. That's the exact same, but it allows you to recruit them plus another recruit. So that could give you up to 15 troops for that. So that's useful in that regard. Sometimes they're at a discount, and oftentimes they may be a little bit more, but they don't have an iron cost. So that alone will usually be a good reason to take advantage. So, all right, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. All right, so we got ourselves a capital. Okay, it's a 1-thing capital. They got counselors, so instead of a king, looks like they're run by a council. That's pretty cool. That's something I don't remember seeing before. So usually it's an emperor or a king that runs it. So in this case, they got a council. So boarhide armor. I definitely want that at some point. I'll take it from you guys eventually. Not right now, though. You got a lot of good quality troops here. Siege weapons do attacks before the during the siege phase. So when you play a battle, there's -15 is the round that starts, and it counts up to 0. That's when siege weapons begin their attacking, and they usually do every other round. So they get about 7 shots in before the battle even starts. And then after that, that's when you actually begin the regular fighting and everything. So very cool. So we'll keep moving down here. We're going to keep getting our gold. Iron is coming in at 1 per turn, so another 15 flagellants have appeared. So now we got 4 there, 7 there. Oh yeah, I should show you what flagellants are. They have no armor. They have 5 hit points. They get blessed, so they have the benefits of that. But they have a flail for 1 to 6 damage. So they'll die in droves. But once you get that blessing going, they can start doing some really cool stuff. So let's bolster devotion. So now blessed units receive more hit points. So if you click on them, plus 2 hit points for my blessed troops. So as you can see, they're slightly better now. If you were to hit recruit, you were to look at these guys, they're now up to 8 hit points versus the halberdiers 6. And that's the reason why you would spend the extra to get them if need be. Alright, do that scouting and overrun. We'll come and kill wolves. And we can pick up these flagellants and get ourselves a ready-made army. It's not going to be useful against siege, especially against all those archers. They're just going to shred them alive, but we got them. So, and then that's something else you get. Evil times. Strong sense of evil all over the world of Elysium. Murderers, bandits, and brigands are thriving. A saint protected by a heavenly sword and 4 flagellants has come to your holy cause. So the saint has a heavenly sword, which is new. 4 armor, 7 hit points. It does 1 to 10 damage plus fire, 1 to 6, and a burst 3. So that will probably kill some of my people. But the saint is stupid, so can't be controlled. She's going to take her army here, and she's going to move out into the world and start attacking things. Generally, she dies against the first thing she hits, but, you know, she's trying. She's trying. All right, let's go ahead and gather up these flagellants. Might as well. Couldn't hurt to do it before she takes them anyways. Let's see, what do we want to do here? We're going to kill the wolf. That is our plan. So we'll do the scouting and we'll overrun the wolf. Alright. Ceremony of Mastery. Welcome, Todbog the Cardinal. So, now you can see you got a couple new options. Start Crusade. When you do that, you will choose an enemy, and they will fight until they're annihilated or the crusade is defeated. And then you just call another crusade. 200 gold seems like a lot, especially early on, but the quality and number of troops you get, very, very worth it. For an army that you don't have to worry about controlling, they'll go and take over the enemy positions and things like that. Inquisition will go against all non-converted settlements and get them converted. Also very, very good. Good quality, good investment. So we can do all the usual stuff otherwise, which we will probably be doing soon. I should take Stonehenge, though. So Stonehenge has an activate special power, which, if I remember correctly, this one extends summer, I believe. So it makes summer longer. Not possible right now. So we may want to do that. But as you can see, she's moved out. Okay. Oh, and then the last thing, and the reason I really like having a cardinal is we know... Oh, not yet. Next turn. Next turn we'll get it. So I will save that for next turn. And that will be probably a good time to call it as well after I demonstrate what the reason for that. All right, Lothinge. You got yourself a small force of flagellants now. All right, so now we can recruit Templars. And Templars are very, very, very good. Because they were like the knights of the other realms, but they get a couple other benefits. So first of all, they have armor 3. That's just fantastic. Basic troops are going to just die in droves against these guys trying to hurt them. They have a lance charge, so that does 1 to 12 damage, but only once per battle. So they'll hit hard on that first attack. And then they got a broadsword for 1 to 7 damage and a hoof for 1 to 4. So 2 decent attacks. However, they're also blessed. So they get the morale and the extra hit points, and they'll get more as they go. And they have a shield as well. So 5 of them for 50 gold and 15... yeah, there's no reason to recruit any of this other stuff unless you absolutely need... or you just absolutely don't have iron or the relics. Templars are going to be our go-to for going forward. Although with our iron production right now, we need to definitely solve for that, and we'll figure that out soon. But, yeah, between them and archers, those are the only 2 things that we're going to get now. Just not worth it for the Temple Guard. I mean, extra 10 iron and the relics. The relic cost can be something to think about, but for the time being, it's fantastic. So, we need to take this city. No, we don't. We're not going to take that anytime soon. We got the capital. We're not going to be taking that anytime soon. Well, she's going to go get herself killed, but that's fine. Okay, we're going to go ahead and call it here, actually. This is a good point to call it. That's what I meant to do anyways. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. I enjoy reading every single comment you guys leave, and I do reply to every single one of them. So I appreciate it, and I hope you guys, I'll catch you guys next time.